map for Falesteen. A Palestinian child search for home. My world. One morning, Falesteen's teacher showed her the map of the world. Can each of you tell where your family is from? She asked. The children gathered in the circle and began sharing their stories with pride. When it was her turn, Falesteen searched the map and found nothing. Miss Baker, why isn't Palestine on the map? Miss Baker looked at the map. I think there is no such place, Miss Baker said. Falesteen was troubled, confused, and curious. She needed to ask more questions. But when she got home, Falesteen's grandpa was tending his grapevines. When he saw her, he beamed like he was seeing the sunrise for the first time, the way he always did. How was your day, Habibti? He asked. As she watered the flowers, Falesteen told her grandpa what happened with her teacher. Jiddo, why isn't Palestine on the map? Jiddo looked into her eyes with concern. Then he took out his notepad from his pocket and he began to draw. First, an outline of what seemed to be an ancient tooth, like the fossils in Falesteen's dinosaur book. Then ocean waves to the west, lines and borders to the east. With a steady hand, he drew little circles and gave life to cities and villages with names she had not heard before. He labeled one of those circles Hawara, or home. When he was finished, he tore the paper out. He folded it carefully and gave it to Falesteen. Here is your map, Omri, he said. A gift from me to you. Your teacher needs teaching. You can show her this to her, so all of your friends can learn too. When Falesteen went inside, her grandma was making her favorite treat, spinach pies. She washed her hands so she could help. As she filled delicate parcels of dough with a special blend of spinach, walnuts, sumac, and spicy red pepper flakes, Falesteen asked, Tita, why isn't Palestine on the map? Tita's eyes looked through Falesteen's, and she spoke as if she was in another world. The soldiers came with their tanks and guns. I carried your mother in my arms and ran to Jordan River to protect our family from harm. They destroyed our villages and gave them new names. They burned the fields and olive trees. We left our homes and many loved ones behind. But I have held on to our house key. Tita unclasped the necklace she always wore, as dropped it around Falesteen's neck. Falesteen reached up to touch it, an iron key as old as precious as Tita. Falesteen was quiet and sad. After Isha prayer, when she was snuggled in bed, Falesteen told her mama about her day, about her teacher and the map at school, about the new map Jiddo drew, and about Tita and her key. Finally, she asked one more time for Mama. I had an answer to every question. Mama, why isn't Palestine on the map? There are places, Hayati. You don't need a map to find her, Mama said. Our favorite trail, your hideout in Tita's closet, the bird's nest inside our chimney. Sometimes people live in countries. Sometimes countries live in people. Palestine lives in you and me. How can I be sure it's there when I never seen it? There are things in the world you haven't seen with your own eyes, Mama said. Your heart in your chest, the air in your lungs, from her olive groves to the sea, our homeland is as real as God above. Palestine lives in you and me. My teacher said it doesn't exist, Falesteen whispered. Mama nodded. There are people who say it doesn't exist, that we don't exist. But their maps can't erase us, she replied, her voice calm and clear. Their map can't erase our memories. Their maps can erase our past. They think our freedom makes them less free, but it is wrong. To deny a people their homes, Palestine lives in you and me. Mama got in bed with Falesteen and held her close, smiling. She ran her fingers through her beautiful, stubborn curls. Palestine lives in every Palestinian who cannot return, Mama says. She is in millions of hearts that beat like depka drums. She is in every cross stitch of the robe you wear for Eid. She is in the bread Tita bakes on Sunday morning. She is in the zatar we put in our tea. Is Haifa and Jaffa and Ramla and Lid. She is Nasra, Nablus, Jerusalem, and Jenin. She is Gaza most of all, and her dear laughing children play soccer by the sparkling sea. She is the stones we cast and the words we write. She is in our past, our present, our legacy. She is called many names, but it is older than them all. Palestine lives in you and me. Falesteen smiled and closed her eyes heavily. She thought about showing her map and her key to the class in the morning, and she felt proud. Do you think we can go visit her sometimes and meet our family, she asked. We will, Rohi. I promise. They're all waiting for us. The end. Bye.